Yes, good people. Good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to another Blue Morning Show, specifically a pregame show where we look at the lineup, try to analyze, and maybe say again, Porter did a good or bad job. But we hope again he made a good selection today. I know some of you already have the lineup, but like Glenn says, please you don't have to share because if you share when I start talking about it, it will be redundant already. I usually wait for it to come out first, but it doesn't look like that on its own. In its own helps also. But that's by the way, we move on. Good morning, Chelsea fans. We have to win today, no draw. Okay, I thought I saw Liam Lane's comment as the first here today, saying he's just here to drop a like. Maybe it was flushed out because I reset the time. But Liam Lane, big up again. Enjoy your time with your daughter, granddaughter, brother. Thank you so much for again finding time to even drop a like. Yep, that's twice now. Again, if you're watching, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm seeing that a lot of Chelsea fans are looking forward to this one really. Maybe because we have some of our best players back, and also you can argue Felix being back. We still have Mudryk, we have Madueke, and all the players that are good enough to help us win the game. God Almighty will give us the winning. But here's the thing, Abiola. I know, yeah, God does this thing, but the truth remains you have to put the effort, put in the effort before, yeah, God will say, okay, you know what? He's tried. Let me give him a little bit of a push so he can get over the line and win. Chelsea TPS 2-1 win. Chelsea, I hope to see that. I'm glad everybody is so confident. I'm seeing that too. Probably we'll have a lot of big name players, not a lot of them, but at least we'll have some good players back. Joao Felix after the red card and all that. Smash the like button, people, and subscribe if you haven't already for more Chelsea news and updates. Thank you so much, people. Glenn, I gotta remember to give you superpowers there. You know why. Again, thank you so much, Glenn, for finding the time to join the show. Top of the morning, people. Akeem Frankson. Good morning to you too, Akeem. We're doing it today for sure. I like the confidence. Again, I knew Kukurea will start. Again, I suspect that he will start like we've always argued, but they say majority carries the vote. Here's the thing. Again, did we pick him as a starter? I don't remember if we picked him as a starter during the lineup again prediction exercise. But here's the thing: as long as it's a hybrid approach, he gets more time to start. And plus, he hasn't really done that badly like people were saying he did. He's done, but that's by the way, the same lineup, but it changed. Can you explain the same lineup, but it changed? I want to understand what you mean by that. If Potter does not get a positive result, Hans Flick is waiting in the wings to take his job. Do you think that really will happen? Really, but let's see. Havertz are still starting. Yeah, like we said, you see that again. We're sure we were certain yesterday that either of Havertz and Mason Mount will most likely start, no matter how you say it. Formation confirmed 4-2-3-1. Yeah, we suspected it was going to be 4-2-3-1 because he needs a structure that will accommodate a 10. And that is a player like Joao Felix. People, if you're watching, if you haven't taken a second, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It does go a long way. He returns. Good to see that. Noni also, which means his rewarding performance. So that's something we've complained he didn't do. Noni Madueke starts. Again, Felix and Mudryk in midfield or wingers. We'll look at it in a bit. Havertz, Mount, and Gallagher. Okay, let's. I think I'm going to scroll to the very bottom at the moment. And like Glenn says here, let's not leak the entire lineup before Coach puts it on the screen. Yeah, but thank you for saying that. But it happens all the time. Kukurea by Sheila. Okay, thank you. I've seen that. Valley, we haven't seen you in a while, actually. I forgot to ask, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Or Valley of Valley. Okay, Valley of Valley. Let me know if the first pronunciation is the correct one. Right one. If the second one, right two. And pronouncing it correctly. Mount is on the bench. A lot of people will be celebrating that. Same for Gallagher. And if we lose, you'll see his biggest fans come out and say, well, we lost because he didn't start and all that. Let's see what we have here. Again, you've got players coming in that make other players play better. Yeah, exactly. Felix, for instance, that makes sense. Like Havertz and Mount, again, did on his first game. You could argue that. Chelsea FC got ballers, quite a lot of them. Hopefully we have all of them back as soon as possible. Like a comment, and coach wants to help out again Mount, so he's gonna sub. Big up to you too, the VOD. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you too. Akeem Frankson. Let's see again. Potter wants to destroy West Ham. It's a good way to see it again. It's on the players. I doubt Graham Potter has the master plan. A lot of doubt. But let's see what happens today. Let's see how we play today. For the Chelsea fans that are happy Mount is on the bench, your second team plays at and that's at 4 p.m. Again, what team specifically? Loftus-Cheek, a strange one considering he hasn't played for so long. That was the reason why, again, Gabriel, a lot of people argued that he probably will not start because he hasn't played for a while. But we thought, again, if he's fit enough, because he hasn't played a match for a while, but he's also trained for a while. And there's this argument from Bobby that, again, yesterday, that, again, well, how do you gain match fitness? You get match fitness by playing, if that makes sense. So, yeah, again, it only makes sense for him to start. And Liam Lynn, thank you for the team news you sent to me. Let's again, I am good, brother. Again, I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm well. I've just been busy with work and getting married. Just call me Val. Okay, Val, thank you so much. Okay, so if it is Val, then it is Valley. Val, thank you so much again for finding time to join the show. Yes, I understand. Bills don't pay themselves. So thank you so much again. Arsenal coach. Oh, okay. Okay, who do again? Yeah, okay. Let's see what they'll be able to do today. I can understand why Kukurea has started because Chile will play Champions League for Havertz. I cannot understand why he's on this lineup. Do you think Kukurea starting is because Chile will play in the Champions League? Like I said, it's probably because it's a hybrid approach, but I'm not sure really. Until the game starts, you can't really tell what Graham Potter does. Now, here's the lineup. I think this is out now. I'm going to start looking at the lineup in two places because the last time we relied strictly on Fortmore, we were, again, you can say we were deceived, not intentionally, probably because they didn't know the structure, and it's not their fault, really, because Graham Potter is predictably unpredictable, like Roger would say. So it is a 4-2-3-1, but this structure really does make sense. To accommodate Felix as a 10. I think we got the flanks right. We picked Mudryk, we picked Madueke, we picked Felix, but we didn't pick Havertz. I think we picked Dacho Fofana. And for the 2 6s, I don't remember if we picked Loftus-Cheek or Gallagher. I think we used a poll, and those again, and people picked Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I think they picked Loftus-Cheek. For the back four, we didn't pick Silva. We thought maybe he'd be rested so that Koulibaly comes in and Silva will be fresh before the Champions League game. But you can argue we're a few days away from the Champions League, so there's a chance he plays this and plays that one. I think we picked James, we picked Kepa Arrizabalaga. So yeah, again, we were close except for yeah, you can say it's set for Kai Havertz. I think we picked every other player on the bench there. Or maybe I think Ben Chilwell. Yeah, we picked Ben Chilwell over Mark Cucurella. But that's by the way, yes, people keep liking the stream and also do subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes do go a long way. Vali, nice to see you. Over. Coach, again, what's your plans for today? Well, you sounded like you live nearby. You're gonna hit me up so you can go chill out chill out in a bar. But I understand what you're asking. After this, we're going straight into the Watch Along show, and after the Watch Along show, we do the post game show where we analyze everything that happened during the game. But right now, it's to look at the lineup again. Some of the things we've done yesterday. But yeah, thanks for asking, bro. I wish again I knew a lot again. Any of you lived close by, so we can always go hang out in the bar in Vegas here, where a lot of Chelsea fans watch the game, but there are more fans again from all the clubs than Chelsea fans really. Again, a peace and blessings to all. Again, we're happy with the lineup. Yeah, we are. The question mark confused me a bit. Wanted Dacho Fofana to start. I wanted him to start to Kai is not a number 9, but if the fluid, if in fact, again, it looks like it's going to be really fluid. If in fact it's a fluid, if the application is as fluid as again you could expect it to be given the players we have on the pitch, then the Kai would do well too. But let's see how he does by the time the game ends. Again, have you seen RSC's hair? Ruben loves his Gascoigne. I haven't really. And then maybe the hairstyle means again he plays differently today, but we'll find out. So let's see. Yes, people, we're at 25 likes. We can do better than that. If you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes do go a long way. So let's look at the team's recent forms. Um, yep. Again, we still have a village of injured players, and I'm sure you're well acquainted with that. We still have Wesley Fofana out and N'Golo Kante not ready, still recovering, but both of them are training right now. Kovacic, I'm not sure where he is right now, but in late February, he'll be out back in late February. Edouard Mendy, a few days. Then Zakaria, a few days. Denis Zakaria, a few days. Christian Pulisic, early March. So I don't know why he had that on his Instagram post saying be back soon. Amanda Broya, yeah, we know about that one. So let's look at recent form. Recent form, you can say they've done better than us. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, they lost one, won 3, drew one. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, we lost 2, and one of them was an awful loss again. Against Manchester City. You can say embarrassing loss indeed. And then 1-1, drew 2, head to head. We won 13 out again. We won 13. They won 7, and we drew 4. But the last 2 games, we beat them in the last 2 games. But 2 of them, you could argue we were actually lucky to have beaten them. So you could say we find it difficult to play against them. But you could argue also that this is nearly an entirely new team, Uh, not exactly, but you could say how many changes there? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you could argue that this is different. But let's see. I want to bring in Ty immediately. Let's see what it's Kami is saying here. It's saying I really don't like again 12 p.m. kickoff. I should be sleeping for work. Yeah, I understand, but because you love the club so much, you have to wake up to support the club you love. But yeah, but I get it. I totally understand. Ty, I'm gonna come to you right away. How are you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well.
Man, I have some news to share with you, but it has to be off ear. But yes, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Your thoughts on the lineup, would you have done anything differently? For me, I think that's the best we can do given those that are available. But
Yeah,
except for number nine position, I wouldn't have started Kai. But your thoughts?
yeah. I would have given Fafana a chance. I would have. He
Mhm,
did quite well in the last game. He nearly had an excellent Premier League debut. So I would have rewarded him. Havertz has been out of form. What I do appreciate though, and this gives me some trust in Potter, is that he at least saw the need to actually, well, I think Mount is on the bench, which I guess it's a good first step into doing the right thing. But
mhm,
Havertz shouldn't have started as well because both have not been in the greatest of form, and it's not really impressive. I'm hoping that he does well because he may just have that moment where he scores a goal and well, not, he won't be forgiven, but he'll be okay, and maybe okay, he had a okay game. But yeah, I don't really think we could have done anything better. We don't really have many options for that double pivots that are really fully fit.
mhm.
So I guess this is the best we can do. I'm interested to see what Loftus-Cheek and Enzo will do. Loftus-Cheek isn't a defensive-minded player. He can probably do some defensive work, but he's more of that roaming player. So I'm wondering if Enzo will be that sitting player in some instances, and then you have Silva probably supporting him in that midfield as well. It's going to be some big tactical thing. I'm presuming, but it's a interesting lineup. I'm happy that Maduki is getting a start because he looks
Mhm.
promising. But I would have started Fofana instead of Havertz. But I like the lineup, and I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, again, I would have started for Fana. And again, did you suspect that if it's going to be because this, I think Kukure is starting simply to me. I think the reason he's starting over Ben Chilwell is because it's going to be a hybrid approach.
Yeah, and Kukurea may have the freedom to actually roam because Mudryk. This is something that Mudryk loved to do when he was at is it Shakhtar
Donetsk.
Donetsk?
Hmm.
Yeah, where he likes to link up with the left back or left wing back. So at Kukurea, we know that Kukurea can make passing lanes. Also, Mudryk can find passing lanes as well, and he can make them from small opportunities. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that left side does, as well as that right side, because Maduki is a flashy player. James, we know what James offers. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I'm
It's looking
excited for the
exciting,
game.
really, Ty.
Yeah,
It's looking
I'm
very
extremely
exciting.
excited. Honestly, I'm
Yep,
excited. I can't wait for the
yep.
game because but Maduki is a flashy player. James and him can link up well. Enzo can link up. Man, it's very exciting, honestly.
Yeah, again, I think you made a very good point here. The two guys on the flanks here, Madueke and James, the two guys, again, they like interplays. They like to
Yeah,
give and goes and all that. And it's same thing as Mudryk. And I think Kukurea will be the guy to get the best out of him at this point. Even if, again, Chilwell is fully fit, I think he's shown reluctance to even if you give him a make a run, he usually doesn't find you. But I think
yeah,
Kukurea will be the guy to find him. And like you mentioned, something he has that a lot of people don't appreciate is again Kukureya's ability to find passing lane where you don't even know one exists. I
yeah,
think that makes him very unique. Plus, I've tried to explain to people that Kukureya is more of a sweeper. That's why before playing, you'd see him even on the right hand side cleaning up again mistakes that's made by the right back or the right centre back or that's how he plays, and I think Graham Potter knows that. And occasions people don't appreciate how many times he's been the one to stop us from conceding. But unfortunately, when we don't play well or lose games, finger pointing is our thing. And what you talked about Loftus Cheek and Enzo Fernandez here, I think probably because Loftus Cheek again reading the game and breaking up opposition play isn't his strongest suit. So of the two sexes, I think Enzo will be the more disciplined of the two. I think Loftus Cheek will be the one to support the attack more. That's his thing. I know Enzo will still go forward, but let's see how they operate today. And if you're in the chat, let us know what you think, whether you're excited about, like Ty highlighted, again, the pairings. You could say the left back and the left wing, right back and the right wing. What you think? And to me, it's looking exciting, really. And Noni, no matter how deep, if this guy's defend deep, he'll still be able to operate. It isn't like Ziyech once there isn't space in behind the opposition defense. Again, he's not going to be able to find that long pass. And when you kind of press him hard, it's opts for again safer options. But for him, he doesn't shy away from taking on opposition players. Lineup looks good. Can a mount bench was needed, sadly. Again, I would have been happier had Havertz not started as a number 9. But like I said, this front four, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, has to be fluid for him to be effective. If it's not fluid, he's not your stereotypical number 9. He'll be lost in the game, if that makes sense. I am really happy that Thiago Silva is going to stay again for one more year. Agreement reached. Yep. Again, to me, even that's not even agreement reached. You could argue. I think not argue actually. The club has announced it. It's on the club's website. So I think it's a good move. I know their plan is to have an average age of 25, but they probably have paid close attention and realized we actually can right now. If this guy leaves, we're in serious trouble. He's going to be very critical to the younger players. Again, he's going to mentor them. He has the pedigree that when he speaks, the dressing room will listen. Even you could see him. You could say again, trying to iron out ideas before games with the manager. He's that experienced. Plus the respect from the younger players will go a long way. Yeah, I'm happy he's staying. Again, not happy that Kai is starting over Fofana. Yeah. Like I said again, I'd be happier if it was Datro Fofana there. But I know Datro's time will come. Because
with the under-21 squad, so he
sorry,
couldn't have been selected. Hall
sorry,
Hall wanted to play with the under-21s.
he himself.
Yes, because he
Did you
needs
say
more
he
game
wanted
time and he
or?
needs. Yes, he wanted to play
Oh,
with them.
okay, okay, yeah, he's still young. Again, maybe the game. Yeah, again, I would have loved to see him in this game. Yeah, I'm not happy. Again, are you concerned with RSC being paired with Enzo in the double pivot? Here's the thing. I think other options you could argue will be worse. Other options will be worse, except for maybe Kanu Chukwuemeka, because we're not sure where he really fits in this current squad. But other options that are available, who's available there? Let's say again we have not but the goalkeeper Trevor Chalobah, Cesar Spilicueta, Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, Connie Chukwuemeka. Here's the thing. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek is more equipped, even if in a makeshift situation. I'd rather start Ruben Loftus-Cheek there than Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher, he hasn't played there that much. You could argue Ruben Loftus-Cheek has played there more than him. And again, he's more technically gifted to find solutions in tight spaces than Connor would, or maybe guide his ball very well, or win a physical battle, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything to do. Or again, that if you look at the bench, I don't think Graham Potter, I don't think he could have done otherwise, given what he has. But I honestly don't like the fact that, again, Havertz is starting over Datro Fofana, if that makes sense. But big up to you, brother. You know what to do whenever you get the chance. Share the link to your channel, and when I get to it, I'll talk about it. But thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Namaya, I hope you're doing well. Glenn, again, if we lose, I'm joining. I don't know the team in question or what that name is. Coach, I think Ruben makes himself a bench player since he was injured again during Sarri's regime. He hold back too much. Try to invite a tackle from opposition. That's how he's always. Again, he's a ball carrier. Yeah, but again, that deep lying role isn't. That's not his favorite role. But I don't know why managers likes to play him there. But given what the situation we found ourselves in, and the players we have available, I'd play him there rather than Conor Gallagher or Mason Mount, if that makes sense. Let's see again. Starling is injured. Kukurea, crucial on all of them. On all of them, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Glenn. I think Porter will bring Fofana off the bench up because I cannot see Havertz being impressive overnight. Let's see what happens, and hopefully, if it's not doing well, Porter makes the change on time. West Ham again, backline is terrible. Should be beating them all day and twice on Sunday. Here's the thing, where the problem lies is again. Are you sure we've actually dealt with the charity FC factor? It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon, and it's well and truly in existence. So let's see. Maybe it's a mentality thing. If we're being honest, maybe the mentor coach has spoken with them, and they take every team seriously. If that makes any sort of sense, I wouldn't look at them and say, okay, we'll beat them or mop the floor with them. Thoughts on Ruben Loftus-Cheek in a double pivot? That I think that's the best we can do right now, Dr. NK7. If that makes sense to you. Super excited for the lineup. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, especially the flanks, if that makes sense. A wonderful lineup of general practitioners. Again, take a bow. Big up to you too, Tommy Bryan. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Paul is not even on the bench. You heard what Ty said. He wanted to play with the under 20. Under 20, he said. Class lineup. I like it. Thiago Silva is so good, man. I wanted him at Chelsea from when he was at AC Milan. Here's the thing: I think we signed him again when you could say I wouldn't again if you compare how he's playing right now to how he played when he was younger. I'd take him now, honestly. I think we signed him at the best time of his career. Felix is to be starting. We're already in danger. If Felix gets a red card, I'm not sure. Again, I don't think he gets a red card again. We have to win this game. If we lose, sack Potter. I don't think they'd sack him if we play well and lose because you can actually play well and lose a game. If Felix gets a red card, then we shouldn't buy him on a permanent. I don't think that happens. Okay, it's one of the houses again in Hogwarts. Oh, I don't remember. I don't know the name of the house. Again, are you talking about Harry Potter? I don't know names of the house of the houses. Do you guys again remember when Ruben was balling for us? But more of an again in the eighth position, not deep, not in a deep line midfield row. Hello everyone again, coach. What is your prediction today? I'm really not sure. By the time the game ends, maybe I'll make up my mind. Arsenal will lose today. Let's see what happens. Ty didn't say anything. So let's look at again the insights. I usually pay attention to this before I do predictions. Let's see again, but our team have changed. You could say significantly than again from how it was the last time we played them. So I may well look at the insight and still say, you know what? No, forget it. This is what I think will happen. It says they're ranked 16 in goals scored per game, 0.9. I think we've looked at this before. We're ranked 13th in goals scored. So in that aspect, we're better. They have scored in their last 6 games. This is where I'm a bit concerned. We haven't scored in our last 2 matches. Yeah. So which means that they're in a goal scoring form. We are not in a goal scoring form. Again, we haven't scored in a while. They've scored in their last. They've scored 6 goals in their last game. We've looked at that one. Saeed Ben Rahman has the most shots on target per match. I think this aspect wasn't there yesterday when we looked at it a few days ago. Most shots on target per match for West Ham United. Is he even starting? I'll look at their lineup in a bit. And for us, Chelsea have won the previous. Again, maybe if you look at this aspect, you say, okay, maybe we'll still win this one. But again, the most recent starts says, again, if you're going to go on by statistics, you say they are more likely to win this one. But the good thing is that our team have changed significantly than, again, the 11 that played against them the last time we played them. Saeed Ben Rahman, he's on the pitch. He's a tricky customer. And, yep, again, so Ty, for you, what do you think of the insights? Do you read anything from it, or to you, it's just you don't read too much into insights?
Honestly, I do read a bit into it, but also I don't let it determine or use it to determine if that will affect the results, because
Mm-hmm.
we can use the fact that we had this good record against Fulham, but we struggled to beat them, and we didn't beat them this season. So that
Mm-hmm.
insight does give you have some momentum, you'll have some hope that you can do well, because we've won most of the meetings we've had with West Ham, but it doesn't determine if we're going to. Sometimes you have those clubs that you know that you can get a win against them no matter what, like a Crystal Palace or whatever. But um sometimes it doesn't really determine anything. It's just that okay, this is what your past meetings are like, or what this is the history of the meetings you've had. I
Mm.
don't really read into it to say that yes, we're going to win this game or no, we're going to lose this game because of this. But you have to pay attention to those insights, especially the ones where Benarama is always he's one of those players that shoots on target a lot. And considering that he has this ability to shoot from distance and sometimes it can go in, he hasn't really done that at West Ham. But when he was at Brentford, he used to do it a lot. um Eventually one of them have to go in, and it's the same thing with Ziyech. Ziyech always tried to do the crossing, not that curling effort, until eventually he scored against Spurs. So those type of things you have to pay attention to them, because sometimes if a player is also form for a while, they do have that game where they come back into form, or rather they get a goal to end that dry spell or that drought. So
Mm.
you have to be careful with that. So there's some insights that you have to pay attention to, because sometimes players in their head will say, "I need to score a goal. I need to at least let a goal happen, whether get an assist or let that goal happen for myself."
Yeah, but thank you so much again. We have Roger in the house. I will catch up again and come back to Roger in a bit. And Ty, I was going to ask you just quickly. Do you think again, given the way he plays, and he's on the left hand side, if Enzo is really positioned on the left hand side, do you think Loftus-Cheek will be able to deal with him in terms of reading the game and knowing when to come in and help the defender stop Rahman?
That's actually a good question, because like I was saying in the beginning, Loftus Cheek isn't really the greatest in the defensive side. He will put in a shift in. He was trying to help, but I mean that's not his strongest suit. He's more of that offensive type of midfielder. So I'm not fully confident in him, but I think he can help, and I think Enzo Fernandez and him will interchange sides. I think we saw that in Enzo's first start, where he wasn't to be the side he was situated on, quote unquote. He was switching sides, or sometimes he was on the right, sometimes he was on the left. So
Mm.
the structure will change throughout the game, and when we were off the ball, on the ball, in possession, over the possession, what you want to call it. So I think it will be an interchange, and I think they'll be supporting of each other there as well. So probably,
Yeah,
I'm not confident with it, but
reading the game isn't his strongest suit, so yeah, it's going to be difficult for him. But let's see how he handles it. I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then I'll come back again and bring in a Roger Pop to get his opinion on what he thinks. Again, next season we would turn the language into a farmers league. The league, not language, sorry, the league into a farmers league. I am that confident in our signings. The future is bright. If we're being honest, 3-1 for Chelsea. Hope I'm not only dreaming. I hope so too. Where is Alba? Not even on the bench again. Probably on the verge of joining LAFC. Adonis kept coach again. I will wait for you. Okay, wait for me. I will not forget to give my prediction. Zuma is injured. Yep, he's on the bench there. Again, after this is Dortmund. Chelsea FC again. Flaw. Courtney, let me just call you Courtney. I hope you're doing well. Again, it will be hard for West Ham to defend without Zuma. You think so? But let's see what happens. If that's the case, I'd enjoy watching that. I'm just happy Mount again has been dropped. A lot of people will be. Then if we lose and he doesn't get to play, the youth here, the story, then it was because he didn't play. What do you think again about the lineup? I think it's good. It's set for Kai Havertz. If I'm being honest, I think it's not full again. That Fofana should have started over him if
here
that's
we
the
go,
only place. Sorry.
Here we go, Havertz hat trick, because he just said that.
Okay, let's see that happen. That Fofana should have started over him, given that the only place for him is the number 9 position. But again, if it is really fluid, it doesn't matter that he's positioned there. You could see Felix there. You could see Kai in a 10 again, just because they switch places again. Salmount to Arsenal. Okay, you go ahead. Go. Let Potter know about that opinion. Finally, Potter is showing a dominance by benching Mount. Is that how you see it? Let's see. Again, showing the dominance. Did he? I'm not. Now Glenn is referencing animal behavior. I'm not gonna go there now. Yep, let's see what else. Again, coach again, even if we win 1-0, I'd be glad again to long the team shows as long as the team Yeah, so long the team shows us some fight. Fight is important. We want to see a spirited performance like the game against Man City that we lost, but everybody, again, it was a loss that seemed as a win because of how well we played and the fight we saw on the day, not the last match though. If Mount doesn't sign a new contract soon, I see him leaving in the summer. Again, let me be honest, I mean to say this. It's even more difficult to keep Mount now. Again, it's easier for him to leave than the club keeping him because he's in a very good negotiating position and ask for anything he wants. He had just about less than 2 years left on his contract, or how long, I'm not sure. But it's a risk. I don't know. And the club, like I've heard, they won't be sentimental about it. If they try and it doesn't work, they just sell him. Coach, would Mount stay? I'm not too sure. Anything could happen. I want Chelsea to win the league, not Arsenal. Jorginho will spoil the team. You think? I think it actually makes them better. It will help them again start to manage games better than they've done in the past because they're very inexperienced, really, if you're being honest. Another draw written all over this game. Let's see, Gabriel. Let's see what happens. Big up, Kuchila. I hope we win this match again because we have what it takes to win the match. But everything depends on Porter's tactical approach. Some comment there. Let's see what happens. City wouldn't be in the Farmers League. Then they will be farming points in the fourth division. Really, is okay. Let's see what happens there. Again, Alba leaves Chelsea. He should pack his load and go. Okay, it sounds easy. Alba is just being scapegoated now. If we're being honest, again, the fact that he hasn't done well at Chelsea isn't down to his own doing. If that makes sense to you, I'm going to go to Roger. Pop right away. This lineup is valid. I think, yeah, it's valid, really. Again, 4-1 Chelsea win. Let's see if that happens. Cash, we should sell Mount to City so he can play in the league. He will fit in that again. The championship. That's not okay. I'm not going to research again. We have not won any away games since October. Wow, I haven't been paying attention. Arsenal isn't winning the league because United is coming from behind. Let's see if that happens. But I'd rather United win it. One thing is sure. Again, at this point, from what I'm seeing, I don't think Arsenal will still win the league, but they will remain in the top 4 position. But that's by the way. Let's talk about Chelsea. Roger, pop, big up, brother. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Big up to you. Good afternoon to you. I see it's already noon there for you. Your thoughts on the lineup? Would you have done anything differently, or do you think this is a spot on? And what did we miss from our selection yesterday? Do you remember?
Yeah, pretty much. Koulibaly's not even in the squad. So we got that. So I'm.
Oh, that is very correct, really.
Yeah. So are we to assume then that Thiago Silva will not be starting or playing too much next week in Germany? One
Possibly.
doesn't know. Yeah.
Or maybe Koulibaly is injured. It could be multitude of reasons.
Sure, yeah. You would think that they would have stated that though, but Chalobah's there, so maybe Chalobah and Badiashile. I don't want to see him being played too much, and that's not a knock on Thiago. I just think that it's man management I'm referring to, and unless he's able to, unless he's in great shape that he can actually sustain this kind of minutes. Who knows? But this is ageism. This is kind of rude of me to assume that he's not able to do this. And he plays in a position that is not like a wing back that just has to go up and down. So his position is, for the most part, it's one of the, with the exception of the goalkeeper, one of the least exerting positions with regards to kilometers. So perhaps he's able to, which is great. But yeah, we got that, and obviously for Farmer, he's 18, coach, so he wants to bring him along.
No, Fofana is 20.
Oh, is he 20? Sorry. Oh, it's Madueke. He's 18, right? So they probably want to bring
Madueke is 20. Madueke is 20, I think.
Really? Who's the 18-year-old? Let me look.
Did you lose your spreadsheet?
No, I have my spreadsheet, mate. Don't worry. Let me get it. Let me open it.
Madueke was made for Chelsea, though.
Sorry?
his
What you
birthday
said, Ty?
is the birthday of Chelsea.
Okay, as in the day, the day
Madueke's
and the month.
birthday is the birthday of Chelsea. It's the same day, March 10th.
As in, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
Lewis
Mudryk
Hall
is
is in.
22.
20.
It's 20 also, yeah.
And Lewis Hall isn't in the squad, is he?
Yeah, again, Ty said he wanted to play with his youth in the youth competition or so. Let me see. He
He's
wanted
in
to
the
play with the
squad.
under 20s.
So someone
They're
had
gonna be
mentioned.
playing. They're playing in the next 45 minutes.
So someone mentioned we hadn't won an away game since October. October which year? That's what it feels like. So
Yeah.
no,
So
this is
you
a
wouldn't
great
have done
lineup.
anything differently.
Probably not. I mean, I understand Thiago playing there. Then that means he's either perfectly fit enough to play for next week, and/or we're playing Chalobah there. The fact that Koulibaly's not even on the bench, I wonder why. I'm a bit concerned about that. But other than that, no, this is pretty much the team we picked. And we said Havertz or Mount would be starting. There's a good chance that one of those two would be starting, correct?
Yeah, we said that. Yeah. Who
Yeah,
did
so
we pick on the left? The fans.
Mudryk.
Those in the chart. No, on the left in terms of the defensive area. I think that those in the chart picked again Chilwell over Cucurella.
Yes.
But
But he's not
yeah.
fit enough to start. He's definitely not fit enough to start yet.
Or possibly because it's a hybrid approach, and Cucurella can play in the left centre back position.
It's not that. He only came on for like 7-8 minutes the last game, and that's his first game in many, many months. So you can't just bring someone on straight away. You have to wean them on. And I don't want to see James play more than 60 minutes today. Seriously, I don't. He needs to be man managed.
Okay, let's talk quickly about your
100%
cousin there.
more.
Your cousin loves to shake again as one of the two sexes. We
Yeah,
thought
we
thought if he was fit enough that he was going to play. Did we pick him? We picked him, right?
No, we picked. Well, I recall
Those in-
Gallagher.
No,
Oh,
I think you were arguing. You and Bobby were arguing Gallagher was going to start, but those in the chart picked Loftus Cheek.
Possibly. I really don't recall that. I apologize.
I think they did.
Yeah.
But
So
we suspected if he was fit enough that he probably most likely will start over Gallagher.
yeah, because he's been back in training for a long time, and it's people that
Yeah.
haven't been back in training for a long time are not match fit. So this is good. I like Loftus Cheek a lot, but does he complement Enzo? This is the question. You know,
even if you're not sure what to do, Enzo, of the two of them, Enzo is again the more defensively minded and can read the game better than Loftus Cheek. So
Sure,
probably he stays again. He'd be the more disciplined of the two. So Loftus Cheek is good at again overloading the attacking area. He can do that. Enzo, you can say I think as much again. The more I get to learn about him, I think he does better when you deploy him deeper. Yeah. So because some people are like, yeah, go ahead.
It's to be honest with you, it's Loftus Cheek. I think this is going to be his first start in a very long time, and he needs to step up his game because he's basically on he's on borrowed time with regards to this depth of squad. So
He needs to start delivering.
Yeah, this is basically an interview now for other teams. If that's the case, if he is not going to be with us in the future, so. But I hope he does stay with us. But I do believe it's probably Bobby's right. It's probably time that he does move on. But
and by the way, we were very correct in terms of the structure because we know he'd have to accommodate the 10.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's we did quite a good job actually. We got I think 9 out of the 11, so that's not bad. I mean, and that was with a provisor that at least Mount or Havertz would start. There was a strong possibility that would be the case. The chances of him picking an 11 with both of those two not starting would be very remote because I can't even remember the last time that's transpired, Coach. Usually at least one of them is starting.
Yeah. Again, if you want Nemanja, again, I'm sure you're an OG here. You should know that Nightbot is a machine. It's not a human being. It's just the police of the
girlfriend.
chat. Yeah.
Talk
Coach,
about
I
it that
think
way.
Glenn should stop eating cereal with whiskey. Okay, Glenn, I don't know
It's
why I
vodka,
read that
Coach.
loud. Maybe
Vodka.
it's not because I don't like you, but again, yeah, it wasn't my message. Again, let's see what else we have here. Arsenal trash Man United 3-2. Okay, but like yeah, last year. Okay, the person that said since October, so since October last year. Yep, October last year. Okay, thank you so much. Again, Norway. Again, no away game winner since last year. I haven't paid attention to that really. Where do you again watch the game? What do you Glenn watch match? TV. TV. It's the game on Sky Sports. I'm not sure where the
No,
game
it's
will be.
on
Again,
B.
if
It's
you're
on
It's
in,
on
if
BT
you're in the
Sport.
United States, if it's
BT
not on
Sport.
regular TV, then it will most likely be on Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will most likely be on Peacock. Is the game on Sky Sports? No, I don't.
No,
Again,
it's on
or for the
BT
UK, I'm
Sports,
not
Coach.
sure. I don't
It's on
watch
BT
Sky
Sport,
Sports. Yeah,
bro.
So
sorry.
BT Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about those stations, but in the United States, you see that again. It's I think NBC and NBC 10 or USA. If
Yeah,
it's not
USA,
those any of
NBC,
those
and
places,
Peacock.
then most likely on Peacock. Yeah, again, big up Kachila. I think this is pretty close to the lineup. Again, we predicted yesterday. Again, except Gallagher. Did we select Gallagher really? Did we? Okay.
I thought we did, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but Bobby, I wanted to get your thoughts on the lineup overall. Do you like it? You let us know. Do you think would you have done anything differently? If you're in the chat, let us know the same. We have about again 4 or 5 minutes to round off of the pregame show. And don't forget, we have a watch along show to do just as this is stopping. We're going over to the watch along show. Again, this looks like again a 4-2-2-2-1. Wow, is that possible? 4-2-2. Okay. Again, if it is 4-2, this two here, and what are the two? Okay, the wingers. And how are you gonna do that? No, I think that's a mistake there. Maybe 4-2-2-2.
No, that's an
No,
error
okay.
there.
I
It can't
was
be.
predicting. That says I was predicting.
Oh, it's
So
I
maybe
thought it was one because
yeah, I was
that's
predicting
11
there's an I
players.
there. Yeah, so it is 4-2-2-2. These two here, if it is 4-2-2, and then the wingers, Mudryk and Madueke has the next two, and then the other two will be Havertz and Felix. If it is that structure, but we'll find out when the game starts.
Coach.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that he didn't go with my recommendation of a 4-5-5, though. Seriously.
A 4-5-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the stores.
Whoa. How are you going to play 14 players?
At least. Plus two in goal also.
Oh, yeah. We're keeping a clean sheet. We're keeping
Exactly.
clean sheet.
Defense
Yeah,
first, Kai.
Yeah, so if you're watching again in the UK, BT Sports 1 or 2, he's asking. I'm not sure.
One.
I don't use BT. 1, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say again, Coach, do you have any idea how many whiskeys are named Glenn and something plus? I love cereal too. so
Felix,
so
funny.
Tommy is correct. But that's by the way, people can keep liking the stream. We're close to 50 likes. Let's get it to at least 50 likes by the time the show ends. And again, we're closing into 10,000 subscribers. We're at 9,700 and 9,973. That's 27 more to get it to 10,000. And when that happens, the next day we will do $100 giveaway for students, strictly students. Then after that, we'll find a way to do something for non-students. But that's, by the way, Roger, coming to you. Your thoughts on what do you think the outcome of the game would be? Do you want me to look at the insights for you to be able to make a prediction?
No, I think seriously, we need to temper our expectations, gentlemen. Seriously, I'd be happy to come away because this is a tough away ground, and they're a very physical team. And this is a very young lineup. So we're not playing for a win today, per se. We're playing for, I think, for the future. And I think if we come away with a draw, I'll be happy with that. Don't expect too much. Seriously. Temper the expectations.
So you don't think we're winning this one?
I'd be surprised if we do. Based on the location and the team. It's a London derby. These are always tough, and West Ham is a physical team. They're going to come after us.
Wow. Okay. Ty, how about you?
I'm going to be the complete opposite to Mr. Roger. And I'm going to say that I think we will win the game. I'm hopeful we will win the game. I'm trusting that the attack actually works. It's going to take time eventually. Felix made an immediate impact when he played against Fulham the first time. And
That's true.
he was close to getting an assist and he came close to scoring. I'm hopeful that he's adjusted a bit more. I don't think he's fully adjusted yet, obviously, because he's played only 60 minutes previously. But I trust that Mudryk will continue to improve in terms of getting sharp again. Um, but I think we'll win the game. I'm just gonna be hopeful and say 3-1. I'm gonna hope that we haven't scored in 2 games, so we're gonna make up for it and score 3 goals.
Yeah, because Chimera woke up early. Woke up. Big up coach again, panel. Woke up early for this match, so yeah, he expects a win, or else he fires Potter. I'm just making that part up, but that's what it sounds like. But big up to you, Roger is hedging for his client already.
Really nice one.
Yeah. No draw where Chelsea come and we need to win. Again, I'm going to go end it as soon as possible to go prepare for the watch along. I have about 5 minutes. It was setting only. Okay, win setting only. Yep. Again, Roger is right. It's a tough game. Again, a win is a statement. Okay, I get it. Please go check out Ty Talks YouTube channel. It's changed to again Chelsea Sessions, and the logo you're seeing there. It's just again, it's a test. That's not the main logo.
Yeah.
It will change. But go subscribe. Let him know I sent you. You will enjoy the content definitely. But the branding is nearly ready.
There'll be a review. There'll be a review of this game, but it won't be me. So I'm excited for that.
Excellent. So yeah, again, so the logo will change. Coach Monin Potter finally did it. He did it. Can we get back Tammy Abraham, Andrew Phillips? If Potter wants him, but for me, I'd say no if it were up to me. But that's, by the way, again, we've come to the end of the show. The outcome 2-1 Chelsea win. That's 45%. 27% thinks it's a 2-0 Chelsea win. 2-1 West Ham win, 9%. 18% thinks it's going to be a draw. For me, I think it's going to be 31 Chelsea win. That's what I think it will be. So with that, we've come to the end of the show. See you guys next time. See you guys all for the Watch Along show. I hope you come along there, please. Thank you so much. God bless us all, and bye.
Bye-bye.